Hi, everybody. Thank you to those of you who were able to join the Zoom meeting this morning and for being such great listeners when Mr. Kyle Smith was presenting his information about animals and what he's been studying. I really appreciate that you were listening. You had great questions, and I'm really proud of you. Please remember that if you can, please write a thank you note to Mr. Smith. Either write it on a piece of notebook paper and take a picture of it, or email it to me, and I will make sure that he receives your thank you notes. So that would be wonderful if you could do that for me. All right, so this week's assignments we didn't get to in on the Zoom meeting, so I wanted to send you a quick video about what you're going to be doing this week. Here is the agenda book. In the agenda book, I have highlighted the assignments that you need to be submitting to me. So if you see anything in yellow, that means you need to make sure that you take a picture of it and email it to me or text it to me. The Kahoot will show up on its own. So all you have to do is play the Kahoot, and same thing with IXL. When you do the lessons, it will show up on my screen. So you don't have to do anything as far as submitting those. The first thing you're going to be doing for language arts reading is locating text features in your science textbook. So text features are found in nonfiction text. They are used to give more information that the text is not able to give you. So you guys know a title. You know the title page is at the very beginning. Table of contents we've talked about is at the very beginning and tells you what the chapters are or what's in the book. Your index is found at the end of the book, and it gives you page numbers of where you can find certain words. Your glossary is also at the end of the book, and it gives definitions for words. The heading, remember, are those bold, usually bold words that come at the beginning of a section or the beginning of a paragraph that tell us what it's going to be about. The difference between a photograph and an illustration. A photograph is an actual picture taken by a camera. An illustration is something that is drawn with pencil, paints, markers, whatever. A caption, we know, is that the little text that's underneath a picture, a photograph or illustration, describing what the picture is about. Labels are used in a diagram to show what each of the different parts are. Graphs, it can be any kind of graph, pictograph, bar graph. A table, remember, shows data. We all know what maps look like. A diagram, again, it's a picture that's been labeled. So it could be a photograph, but then when you add all these labels, it now turns into a diagram. Bold print and italics are ways of writing words that the author wants you to really pay attention to. Italics is kind of like slanted letters. Bullet points we use in the classroom, it's when you're trying to make a list of things. And a sidebar is often in a box off to the side with extra information about the topic. For Charlotte's Web, you're going to be doing a character riddle sort that's in your folder where you cut and paste the character to the description that fits them. And then on the back, you're going to be drawing pictures of the characters. Also, if you have time or have access to watching the movie, I want you to compare and contrast the book with the movie. So over here where it says book, you're going to list things that were only in the book and not in the movie. And underneath movie, in this part, you're going to list things that were in the movie but not in the book. And then in the middle, you don't really have room to write everything, but you might want to write down things that were the same, perhaps the setting or the characters or the ending. So just think of things that were the same in both the book and the movie. You will be going on a scavenger hunt for geometric shapes. So you are going to look at the shape, you're going to draw the shape, what it would look like, and then tell me an example of that shape that you found either in your home, outside your home, if you went for a walk. Try to find these shapes in our everyday lives. Okay, so for example, the rectangle, I drew it and I said I found it on my cabinet door in the kitchen. Parallel lines, I drew what parallel lines look like, and I said that I found them on my mirror. When you do the geometry zoo, it's going to ask you to draw triangles, certain types of triangles. And these triangles are the types of triangles you learn in 4th grade. So here's a little preview of what you're going to be learning in 4th grade. So you can use these as examples when you're doing your zoo. If it says to draw a scalene triangle, that means you're drawing a triangle that has 3 sides of different length. None of those sides are the same length as each other. If they ask you to draw an isosceles triangle, you're going to draw a triangle that has 2 sides that are the same, but the 3rd side is different. And then an equilateral triangle sounds, you see the word equilateral, so it kind of looks like equal. All 3 sides are going to be equal to each other. So those are the different types of triangles, and I attached this to the email I sent with your assignments, and you can use those as examples. When you do your science textbook lesson, you can access your digital textbook through MySCS. The tile is called Pearson EasyBridge. And so if you go to MySCS, if it's not on your screen, you can go down to the bottom right and click on textbooks, and then this will appear on your screen. I did not assign any lessons, but you can use it to access the digital textbook and go to the pages that you're going to be working on. And I believe there is a speaker symbol that you can click on, and it will read the text to you. So this is something that you can do to help you if you would like that. After doing the science textbook, you're going to take do a couple lessons on IXL. So make sure when you go to IXL, you click on the heading learning, and then click on the subject science. Then once you've done that, then you can go up to the search bar and type in these 2 codes. So the first one you're going to do is VCB, which is identify mammals, birds, fish, reptiles, and amphibians. So make sure when you type in the code, you see the title of the lesson. It should match up. And then the other one is 8ZN, which will take you to animal adaptations, skins, and body coverings. So those are the 2 IXL lessons that you'll be doing this week. You're going to be learning about the West region. Please make sure that you complete the study guide. I will be sending you answer and answer key to the capitals and the abbreviations, but everything else you should be able to do on your own using the study guide or a map. And then I want you to watch the Safari montage video called The West. After you watch the video, then I want you to play Kahoot. Most of you have been doing that. Some of you have not. This is the only way that I can see that you're doing your social studies is that you play Kahoot. Otherwise, I don't know if you've been working on it or not. So please make sure that you go to Kahoot after you watch the video, because the video is going to have most of the answers for you. If you play Kahoot before, you might not be able to get all the answers correct. And you can play Kahoot more than one time. Just change your name a little bit. Maybe use your last name or a nickname that I would know is you. Also, take out that extra P in purpose and play purpose games. It is, again, not required, but it's extra practice. And I know my students in the past have really loved playing this. They like to try and beat their score each time. Last thing is our class awards. Each year I give out awards to students, and I'll be doing the same thing this year. And you'll be picking them up next Tuesday when you drive by Tatum and I give you your materials from the class. And you'll also be getting some end of the year awards. The one award that we like to do is one that's given by your peers. So this is where you vote for your own classmates as to which award you think they should receive. So this is going to be done, it should have been sent to you today. It's an email, and you're going to do it just the way you did the Charlotte's Web quizzes. You're going to reply to the email, scroll down till you see this, and then you're going to type your answers on each line. So, and then you're going to send it to me. Another thing you can do instead of typing their names is you can copy and paste. So you can highlight, you can left click and highlight the name and then press Control C for copy and then go down to whichever award you think that person should receive and click on the line and then press Control V and then that will paste it onto the line. So you can either type it in or you can do cut and paste, copy and paste. And also, if you want to, you can either draw a line through the name or just highlight it and delete the name after you've used it down below. So you can remember who you have written down. All right, so have a great week. Again, if you need me, text me, email me. I can Zoom with you. I can chat on the phone with you. Whatever you need. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, have a great week, and I'll see you Thursday at our Zoom meeting.